First Alert Forecast, only on Fox 47 News at 10.
It was just flat out great out there today. Love that sunshine.
Do you think we've officially unlocked cabin fever? I mean, there's been a lot of people just haven't found it good enough to go out.
And getting ice cream cones too, long lines.
I'm sure Pump Patrol came in handy because everybody was cruising today. Had to be. I had the sunroof open first time this year, so yeah, very, very nice. We kind of take a little step back tomorrow, only because we got more clouds and a few showers, but we're not done with the heat. By early next week, we're into summer-like levels, so it's looking pretty good. Let's repeat those numbers once again. And the high temperatures today, which normally should be 63 degrees on this date, everybody got above normal, at least into the mid-60s, if not some areas in the 70s. Again, all sunshine from start to finish, and we started out this morning in the mid to upper 30s on the west side of mid-Michigan and only around 40, 41 in most other areas, so that was quite a jump up. Started out below normal, ended up above normal for the highs. And we're still not too bad here tonight with readings in the 50s. We're not going to cool all the way down to that 40-degree number. We might touch the mid-40s while clouds are still thin, but by morning, as the clouds filter back in, it kind of covers that, caps it off, and keeps that warmth trapped in. So we'll be waking up to 50s and not the 40s. That's only going to be briefly for the overnight hours. You take a look at the satellite picture and a few high clouds trying to drift in from the south. That is where our next weather maker is coming from. There's a low pressure spinning through the central U.S. and it's just going to kind of clip us through the next 24 hours. We've been watching it all week. At times it looked like it was going to go far south and leave us alone. We're just on the edge of it. So the rule of thumb for the weekend will be the further south you are in mid-Michigan, the cloudier will be. That means a little bit cooler, more in the 50s, near 60 for a high, and a better chance of getting a few showers around, even starting first thing in the morning. Readings out there for highs today were pretty nice across the Great Lakes. Everybody, even the folks in the UP, where they're starting to melt their snow, they had to have a civil emergency out for the Sturgeon River up in the peninsula of Keweenaw, because the water's rising so fast they had to move people out of their homes up there with all the melting. Here's the big storm. It's a low pressure heading eastward, but we're just on the edge of it. We're nowhere near really strong storms, severe weather going on through Texas, so storm chasers are chasing all those storms into parts of Louisiana. So as we go through the rest of this weekend into early next week, the cloud cover comes north, and so will a few showers, especially in southern sections. The further south and southeast during the day tomorrow, better chance of getting wet, but I think we all might even see at least a few sprinkles in northern sections, scattered showers in Lansing, and a little more than that when you head down towards Jackson all the way into the Detroit area. I know there's the Susan G. Coleman Race for the Cure. The registration around 1, 2 kicks off the race. There might be a brief shower in there, but most of the precipitation by late afternoon wants to head out of the area. We'll wake up Monday with cloud cover. What you see going on out to the west is just going to hold pretty steady out there as a front going to get stuck. And that means we got a south flow. It'll allow our sunshine to come back late Monday, parts of Tuesday, and readings go into the 70s for a 3-day stretch into Wednesday afternoon. So tonight, increasing those clouds. A couple of showers are possible towards dawn way in the far south. 45 is the overnight low, but by morning we'll have the clouds in place, so those numbers will be back into the 50s, a pretty mild night. We go into tomorrow, we'll call it mostly cloudy north, cloudy south. There'll be little peaks here and there, and a scattered shower not out of the question, especially in the southern sections. High around 61, far south you might stop in the upper 50s because of the clouds. And again, Monday starts with clouds, ends up with sunshine. Same thing Tuesday, warm front goes through. Wednesday we end up with thunderstorms after being high of 77, and you see what happens after that. Yesterday we thought we'd get a lot colder, but the low pressure is going to stay just to our south. While it gives us some showers Thursday and Friday and maybe even Saturday, we keep a southeast wind. That's important because if that wind turns to the northwest the end of next week, may have a hard time getting to 50 degrees by Friday, so we'll keep an eye on that. By the way, all those raindrops, none of them look real heavy at this point, but we don't need any more showers, that's for sure.
That's right. We've had our fair share of water for a while.
I think people can have parts tomorrow okay, and then I'd take off Monday and Tuesday if I were you.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to it. Thanks, Ian.